Hello, friends. We're going to get right into some more consumer protections that the Trump administration are trying to take away. Let's get right into it.
Ready to fight for the little agency that fights for us? Are you ready to fight the billionaires who are trying to take over this country? Are you ready to say no to Elon Musk?
Democrats rallied outside the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau in D.C. today. It is the latest federal agency to be targeted by Donald Trump and Elon Musk, firing the Bureau's director earlier this month. And in just the last few days, the headquarters were closed and staff were told, stop working and stay at home. So let's just take a moment to remember exactly what the CFPB does. It is the consumer watchdog that protects people from unfair and deceptive practices, financial practices like predatory lending, debt collecting, and overcharging bank fees. And since its creation, this is important, CFPB enforcement actions have led to nearly $20 billion in consumer relief. Republicans have long been critical of the agency, but here's my point. If you think the CFPB is not run well, if you think some of their work is redundant, they want to streamline, okay, great. Then why isn't the president standing at the podium and explaining to the American people, here's the replacement. We're going to move it to the SEC. We're going to move it to the Treasury. If you feel like you are getting financially scammed and taken advantage of, this is the hotline to call. But no, they're not saying anything, because a move like this leaves us wondering, who is looking out for the consumer? Could it be no one? Former director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Rohit Chopra, joins me now. He was previously a member of the Federal Trade Commission. Rohit, it's not a surprise that you were let go from your position. You were appointed by President Biden. But talk to us about this agency. You were running it up until 2 weeks ago. What are you thinking now? You knew you would be out of a job, but did you ever think the 1,700 people who are part of this agency would potentially be too?
Well, I just think it's totally strange. Shuttering the CFPB would just be a big bonanza for big companies that break the law. You know, every single day that I served, we got thousands of consumer complaints saying things like, I paid my bill, they cashed my check, but my student loan company hasn't credited my account. Or I was charged 3 overdraft fees instead of just 1 because they reordered my payments. Or I got a notice of a potential foreclosure for a mortgage I never took out. Every single day, people feel frustrated when it comes to their financial life, whether it's a credit report or a loan. And that's exactly what the CFPB works to fix. It is popular with people of all political stripes, and the only people I think who are skeptical of it are lobbyists and corporate executives who don't seem to want to play by the rules. And we should want a market that is fair and competitive and not where cheaters can unfairly compete.
I don't know if they're skeptical of the agency. The people who you're talking about who don't want it, it flies in the face of their business because they don't want to have any rules. So if the CFPB doesn't exist, let's say it doesn't, what protections do the American people have? Who do they call if they're being ripped off, if they're being scammed? Who protects them? Who helps them?
Yeah, who knows? We had this experiment before in the years leading up to the subprime mortgage crisis. And as we all know, it was an absolute catastrophe. We had a whole set of mortgage lenders and other companies that had basically no oversight. And we saw trillions of dollars of wealth in our country disappear. It just feels like shutting down the CFPB is begging for another financial crisis. And Stephanie, here's actually what's interesting. We're already hearing businesses and others asking, are they harvesting data about their potential competitors? Is my information about my bank or financial company powering some new artificial intelligence model? What really is the reason for this? And that's really what we've got to get to the bottom of. At the end of the day, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't enforce the laws on the books, that's just a big gift to those who break the law.
But how are we going to get to the bottom of it, right? If Elon Musk and Doge are in the middle of this, he is filled with conflicts of interest with regard to his businesses, but he also comes from the school of move fast and break things. How are we to get to the bottom of it? Who's at the bottom waiting to pick this up? No one.
Well, you do see a lot of big tech companies and their executives lurching into financial services. You know, Facebook tried to create a currency. Google actually sued the CFPB because the CFPB was taking a look at their payments business. So I think we got to make sure that whatever is going on in Silicon Valley and Wall Street, their agenda is definitely not the agenda of families who want to see their costs go down. You know, the president actually talked about wanting to cap credit card interest rates. That may be something that there can be some real progress on. But if you let credit card companies continue to gouge people with illegal fees, that isn't helping anyone except those credit card giants.
What's on your radar?
We're going to argue about this one now. Fresh off targeting USAID, an agency that spends billions of dollars overseas in the form of foreign aid, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is next expected to gut the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB. I say good riddance. The CFPB is a business-killing monstrosity that makes services more expensive for consumers and is, quite by design, unaccountable to Congress. Musk.
Hello, friends. Just sitting back watching this clip from the Hill. And one of the hosts, he's on there talking about how he's all in favor. He's a big fan of Elon and Trump killing the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that has done nothing but good for the average person, average consumer. He claims it's a business killer, aka, in other words, business killers, that normally means it helps stick it to you. Anything that doesn't protect the consumer, to Republicans, is a business killer. So that's what's going on. And the right's all for it. CFPB, they've helped the people with the medical issues, medical bills. They help stop, credit companies, the credit bureaus, from putting medical charges, old medical bills on your credit now. They help change that. And I'm sure now they can just run wild, go right back to the way it used to be. And they can get a bunch of unscrupulous, miscellaneous, old medical bills on your credit now. These people will go to no low. All those people who voted for this scum, they're hurting you. Whenever something happened with, say, your credit card, CFPB was there to protect you. Collection agencies call you all the time. The CFPB was there to protect you. You bought something in the store, they won't take it back. All kind of issues like that. They've helped literally hundreds of millions of Americans. So, one of the reasons that this happened is because Elon, they were going after him. And he knew he wasn't going to be able to run wild with crypto, or if he screwed someone out of money with his crypto, or someone bought a car, need the money back, all kind of other issues financially. So I'm not sure if some of this stuff, I think most of it is probably pushed by Elon, but hey, Elon or Trump, either way, they're despicable. They're doing nothing to help you. How are those egg prices? How the prices of anything? Gas. Everything's, he's not even thinking about, everything he's doing is like some crazy culture issue. Nothing about helping the average person. I just hope this helps some people come to their senses before it's too late. But I fear it won't. That's all I have for you today. But right before I go, check into CFPB. And really check into it. Do your own research. Just don't go to the regular right-wing media thing you normally go to. They're just gonna lie and mislead you and lean it like it's hurting you some way. Whatever, you'll see that whatever Elon or Trump does, they're gonna twist it as if it's helping you. So do your own research. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.